someone puts
Shall we start? Hello and welcome to Whiteland Restorations. Today, midweek, we've got Ian and Carly round for a chat, cup of tea and a mince pie.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. But rubbish normally.
No, this is the last of the water.
Well,
Yeah.
in the whole of Ceredigion.
The whole of Ceredigion.
Tastes good though.
Well, we've got
Yeah.
a bit of a project, hopefully, between all of us, haven't we?
Yes.
We do.
Daihatsu-shaped project.
Yeah,
Well-
we haven't looked at it. It's parked outside. We haven't been near it
Hashtag
yet.
not Shemmy. Well,
Yeah.
yes, Shemmy
Well-
also.
The Burgundy Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we can see her very nicely on the big screen. Look at that.
But
How
no,
much was your fine? Because you got caught in a
80
box, didn't
quid,
you?
I think it
80
was.
Yeah, it
quid.
was
Yeah.
80.
Not too
See?
bad.
You were just jet streaming that van in front of you.
Yeah.
You got away.
Don't drive in London, folks.
No.
No, that's one thing that puts me off is actually working out how to pay all the charges.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
as a country folk person, I wouldn't know how to do it now.
Well, somebody found a loophole for Birmingham.
Yeah. Drive an Australian car.
Oh,
Yes.
right. So
Apparently, it's a low emission vehicle.
It
Is
was
it
so
really?
pleased
Yeah.
with himself.
Oh, dead chuff.
Yeah.
We were going to take the electric Fiat, but then we thought, we've got to leave early enough in the morning as it is. We don't really want the charging time.
Yeah.
So
I think if I've got it right, if I drive the MG, I don't have to do anything either.
Excellent.
Is it exempt from everything? Cause
yeah, it's over 40
it's
years
over
old.
40 years
Yeah.
old. Yeah,
Ah,
so,
there you go.
and it's so economic. There's no fumes.
And no one can hear you go past.
No one can hear you go past. No one can smell you when you're driving in front of them.
Well, I noticed this when our friend Tim at Cambrian Classics was driving my 2CV to Birmingham when I was convoying in the Blingo. He came razzing past on the Newtown bypass just to show how quick a 2CV can be. And I'm then following him, and it's just like, oh yes, old car. Hydrocarbons.
Special smell. Special smell.
I can remember going to auctions when I was a nipper with a dad, and you're in this building, you could see this fog everywhere. You could barely
cold
see the
car
cars.
after
It
cold
was like,
car. Yeah.
how did we survive?
I don't know. Toughened you up.
80s kids, eh?
80s kids.
Made of asbestos and lead pipes.
Lead pipes, that's it. Oh gosh. So back to the project.
Mm.
We're going to be sprucing Miss Daisy up, getting her back to 100%.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah. We'll have a look and see what the damage is going to be.
Well, it won't be
And
us doing a
what
lot of the
work is
looking, will
needed.
it?
I'm really excited. He's really scared.
I'm very scared.
We're going
Well,
to
I
be
think we can show you some tricks and
I'm
have
Yeah,
some
it's
fun at
really
least.
excited.
Yeah.
put another string to your bow. I think a bit of body work.
Yeah.
You know.
It will be good to actually learn because this will surprise no one who's watched my channel. But I'm mostly self-taught. Can you believe?
Wow.
Which is why everything goes wrong.
But I think that's the best way to learn.
Well, in some ways, yeah. But in other ways, you just make stupid errors.
No, you've learnt a way of how not to do it. So
Yeah,
you
but I
know,
never seem to remember that. That's the problem.
The
But I'll just
same-
go in
yeah.
and do it again next time. It's just like, why do I never learn?
No.
Failure is the best teacher, I think, isn't it?
Certainly is, I think.
Yeah,
so.
well, in that case, yeah, I've got plenty of failures.
No,
Lots of teaching done.
it'll be good fun if anything.
It will, and I know that a certain other Daihatsu has lots of bodywork that could probably be looked at. So
In
I'll
future.
show you newfound skills.
exactly,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, you did an amazing job of sprucing up the engine bay before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
you know, the engine
I
swap.
really enjoyed that, and
Yeah.
you know, there's some good folks on the internet like Chris Pollitt and whatnot who does some amazing detailing.
Yeah.
That can inspire you to do it, and you guys as well. You're so particular in your work. It's lovely to see,
We do enjoy it, don't
and
we?
it's how I'd like to work versus.
Yeah, we are very, very different people when it
We
comes to
are,
working on
we are.
cars.
I mean, introducing you to bagging things up and labelling must have been
Yeah.
a shock to the system.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Although you're upset because I worked on the car and didn't do that.
yeah. But also, you've kind of multi-purpose some of the bolts and stuff. So you were like, read the label. Oh yeah, that goes there. No, it's going here now. So it's all just been pillaged.
Yeah.
I need a 6mm. Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we'll never
pluck it out
be
that
able
way.
to refit the bonnets. We no longer have the bolts to hold it in place.
We did have until very recently. What have
Oh
you done?
dear.
That's why they
Not
make
in a
quick
manifold,
release
are they?
kits,
What
isn't
did you do to them?
We'll find out.
it? Find out, you'll never know.
Oh,
They've gone
God.
forever.
No, they were bagged. They were definitely bagged. What have you done?
Oh dear. No,
She's just going to run with the engine open. This is the new style.
Other exciting stuff. Getting the manifold sorted out.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, we hope.
Well-
The manifold is over on a bench behind us at the moment
With a bit of glue on it.
with a bit of glue on
Bit
it.
of glue.
Hopefully that'll
I
fix your
really-
problems.
Yeah.
Hope so.
We really hope so. I really just want this car to run at this point. I've had enough.
Yeah. 50 mpg and £30 a year road tax would be very welcome.
It would-
But
yeah.
not just that. It's my car and I just wanted to run.
Yeah.
We were shocked with that new Lupo we've got. Well, the old Lupo.
Oh, yeah.
We acquired. Car
We don't
tax
talk
on
about
it.
Lupo.
We don't talk
Oh,
about
no,
Lupo.
go on.
Car tax is horrendous to start with for a 1.4 automatic.
How much do you think it is?
Well, what year is it?
51.
51. So is it just past the change? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? That's September onwards. 1.4 automatic.
Oh my god, I'm such a geek.
Around 300?
A bit more.
Ooh.
Is it £360 or
Oh,
something?
it was two. It was in the twos.
Was it two? It
was in the
I'd have to
twos.
look it
Oh
up. It was. I put it into the app we got on the phone just to add it to the fleet as you do and check all the details. And I was like, look at the tax on that. Oh my god.
It's so funny because I went out there with my neighbour whose car it was, and I was like, I always liked a Lupo. So he offers me some money for it. Then I was like, this much. It's like, yeah, okay. And I went, oh. I just
Well,
bought
the
it
car,
completely
yeah.
blind.
Oops.
And Leanne comes out and opens a boot full of rad weld, and I'm like,
That's encouraging.
It is so encouraging, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it came with no keys either.
no keys,
So
which
we
has
got-
been a pain in the butt.
It has been a real pain in the butt. Lewis has bought a lock picking jiggle key set to try and get the steering lock off.
The new key was 160 quid coded from Volkswagen. So not
Good to-
terrible.
No, but it'll take weeks to get here.
It'll take weeks to get.
And that's if it rains, because the head might be gone.
Yes. There is no water in the water part of the.
Well,
Where you fill it up.
Given recent temperatures, maybe that's no bad thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Good news though is we can cut the cat off it and sell that for more than what we paid for it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
That is
we're all
always
winning at the end of the day.
And we're local to Tanagro, worst case scenario.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just scoop it down the road.
That's his constant threat with Shemi.
Yeah.
She could just go to Tanagro. I'm like, no, absolutely
And
not.
then all our pain would be over.
Oh yeah, all our pain would be over except for the other cars.
Yeah. And the fact we've already spent so much time and effort trying to make that car work.
That's the
Yeah.
thing, isn't it? Our
Yeah.
E46 is on the fence at the minute with us.
I keep saying
whether
to
we
him,
push it the
oh,
other side of the fence and never have to look at it ever again is the thing.
It changes weekly, doesn't it? We're breaking it, that's it. It's all going. We'll keep the roof and the rest is going. And
But
then,
we don't know how much the cats are worth, and there's a lot of cats on it.
Oh, has it got a hard top with it?
It's got a hard top. That's 500 quid straight away.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
The doors are good, Nick. They're 250 quid a side.
I'm not saying the hardtop is the only thing keeping it dry at the moment, but it could be. You know, that bloody glass window was all smashed in when it arrived.
Ugh,
The roof was doing its own thing, wasn't it? Sprinkling glass everywhere. Oh.
that was
But
fun.
did you see Cletus McFarlane bought a car from Copart in America?
No.
Advertised as runs and drives, and they found the engine block had cracked
This was a
in
Porsche,
half.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
God,
that,
really?
the Porsche,
Yeah. They got their money back.
They did get their money back. We
But
could,
I
Runs
guess
and
you got a
drives.
bit more clout when you
Well-
got 2 million subscribers.
Yeah,
they probably,
technically,
do a bit more to help you, I think.
technically, our car did run and drive. It
did.
wouldn't have got very far.
It was
But-
it was a BMW shaped fountain.
The squeaks, I'll never forget the squeaks the engine made when you first turned that key. Oof,
Send shivers through
the
your spine.
fountain of water came out the radiator. Oh
it's,
man,
it's on the cusp.
on
What's
the
the
car.
mileage on it?
It's not good mileage either. It's 140 something.
Was it?
Yes,
Was it?
yes.
Do you think it was ever serviced?
It had.
I think it had. I think
yeah,
it had
did.
been looked after quite well up in its life until the last owner, who just didn't give a monkeys. And
Just topped it up with oil.
oh yeah, there was
Yeah.
10 litres of oil in the engine.
Oh.
10 litres of oil. No water, just oil.
I did have a friend who worked in the motor industry, and he had a customer who kept complaining that her car was sluggish. And it came in, and there was just so much oil in the engine. And it turns out she was getting the dipstick and dipping it into the engine. She thought that's how you tested how much
Oh,
oil
so
was
good.
in.
That's a good one. Nice.
And then my
No.
stepbrother thought that you topped up the oil in an engine by filling it to the brim. Topped it all the way to the top, took the lid on. Brilliant.
Try turning that over.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good luck.
But
Oh
there's
well, we all learn.
some very exciting news that we need to talk about. Is those rings on your fingers?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at them.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
You made them, and you're telling me you don't have
Probably the
patience
best
for
thing
putting
I've
body
ever
filler in.
handcrafted.
Do you know, I've never seen him do something so patiently
I
and
bet.
carefully.
I bet.
Yeah, I've never used a hammer so gently in my life. I didn't know you could use a hammer gently.
No,
Apparently you can.
apparently you can.
Yeah.
You can do beautiful things. But yeah, it was really, really lovely. Went up to Birmingham. We didn't tell anyone what we were doing, although you did ask my dad for my hand in marriage, didn't you?
Oh, very
Yeah.
traditional. I like
No.
it. Good move.
Oh.
Yeah, he did that. And the funny thing was, my mum was in the background, and she heard.
Oh, that's it.
And so my mum and sister were coming down the next day, and so I messaged them all on the family group and was like, "Can we call you guys?" And they sent a picture of them grinning at the camera, didn't they? So they all
Yeah,
blamed
word
you.
had slipped out
Already.
somehow.
No
yeah.
keeping a
Somehow.
secret. That big.
But it was lovely. We went up to Birmingham. We went to the jewellery quarter, didn't we? Went through. It was just perfect. It was like really old school. We went through this little alleyway and up a spiral staircase. And
Yeah, Vanessa Miller,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Vanessa Miller and Jeweller's Peg she called, didn't she?
Mm.
They look fantastic, the pictures.
Oh, it
They
was
look so
amazing.
cute.
It's
Yeah.
really good fun and really interesting as well. 'cause,
Yeah, it was £100 per person, but if you book two, it's £85 a person, and you get your ring and everything.
They're so
Wow.
good for an experience like
That's
that.
really good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And for something so personal.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that you will never. It's unique. We'll never make it
No.
the same again. So it was really, really lovely, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
then we
really
went
enjoyed
to
it.
a restaurant called Fazenda, which was one of those Rodizio grills, you know, where they have the meat.
Oh,
on
is this the
stick.
meat place?
Yeah. And that was awesome.
Yes.
But I'm obsessed with service because I worked in hospitality for a very long time. The service was just beautiful, so I sat there like.
Yeah. You and customer service are like me and windscreen wipers.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same level of joy.
I
Yeah.
sat down and she brought warm bread with cheese in the middle. I was like,
You are a superstar.
and then she filled my glass with fizz. I was like, I'm not marrying him. I'm going to marry him instead.
But then they bought us more fizz because we were getting engaged.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was just, it was really,
A very
really lovely.
special day.
It was a really special. And then we went to did the Christmas market bit, didn't we? And took some
Very
photos.
briefly,
Very
yeah.
briefly. Yeah.
So cold.
it was really cold.
Yeah, I don't know how cold the temperature gauge goes in Petty, but it seemed to
-9.
bottom out at -9
Yeah.
on the drive over.
It was at least -10 an hour.
That was
We were
the
by
coldest day,
That
yeah.
was the coldest day, minus
Yeah.
10, and my screen wash was frozen solid for about 4 days.
Yeah, yeah.
It thawed out just in time for the MOT.
It
doesn't
We,
it?
we,
Oh,
we got all
lucky.
the way to Birmingham with no screen wash, despite me
Yeah.
topping it up on the way. I was having
Yeah.
to every
No,
time
it was-
every time there's a queue, just get a bottle of screen wash
It was
in each, and
literally
you just
as
chucking
we
it on the
pulled
windscreen.
up in the jewellery quarter that she went. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
It was so cold. My emergency screen wash bottle inside the car was also frozen solid.
cheapers. Yeah.
But I think the big thing with the Hubnut wedding is the car. I mean,
Oh, the
That
car
we are
show.
feeling the
What the hell are we
pressure
gonna
so
do?
much.
I mean, it's going to be a pretty big
I've
deal
got
what you
a
choose.
brilliant idea. Track down the person with the limo when you went to that car show and said, "We should get married in
Granada,
this,"
yes.
and he went,
We
"No."
didn't we?
Yeah.
You should track
Mine-
that down
mine
and
was
use that as your
shambolic.
car.
Yeah, it was slightly shambolic and very
Yes.
Hubnut.
Oh my God, yes.
There we go.
Yes.
You can cut back to that clip and then go, yes.
There it is.
I'll just repaint Betty.
If we-
Oh God. Or Betty with a
Do
little
we,
bouquet.
do we know anyone who does paint?
Oh, I think we
Do
do.
you think Betty would look like in a nice pearl white?
Oh, she would look good in a pearl one, wouldn't she?
Put the double spoiler on the back.
Yeah. Oh,
No?
Ghost flames.
oh
Ghost.
God.
Pearlescent flames.
Or
nice.
like lace, you know, people put lace on.
Oh, lace work.
I've done,
You do
I've done
lace,
lace work,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, planets
there we
coming
go
together.
then,
There we go.
job
Yeah.
There's you see it. I don't know if you've seen it. Morris Minor, Ted's Morris Minor.
Oh, yeah,
with
beautiful
the
car.
lace roof.
That's-
Lewis did that.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, love
Yeah,
that
we've
car.
admired
That
that.
car looks spot on. The
It's a really
stance of
nice-
it, the wheels.
He's
Even,
done a-
even though it's mini
special.
lights, and I'm utterly sick of mini lights, but the body colour, so it
It,
really, really
it
works.
works, yeah. And it was really weird because he built the Million that's always at the NEC, and it's so perfect. And for him to do something that wasn't factory was like, "What are you doing, Ted?"
Oh,
That's
there's some
not
interesting
normal.
vehicles around here, aren't there? There's a chap
Yeah.
I met at the breakfast meet they have down Popty.
No,
not
Chetty
Popty Sands.
Park.
No, Poppet
Poppet
Sands.
Sands.
Poppet Sands, yeah.
And it's an old 100E, but it's running MX-5.
Oh,
running
that's
gear.
my friend
Yeah,
John.
John Dart.
He's not with us anymore.
Oh no!
No, yeah.
I had heard he was unwell.
Very, very, very recently. Yeah,
Such
it was
a
really
shame,
sad. He
yeah.
did the manifold on my dad's toy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Small world, isn't
It
it?
is a small. Well,
It is a
certainly
small
is in these
world.
parts.
It is
Yeah.
round here.
Yeah.
He was a good man. He was a good man.
Yeah. The last person you'd expect to be driving something like
Yeah.
that, I would have said.
I know.
But it was
Quite
crazy.
floaty.
Got all the interior, the binnacle and everything
LED
from the MX-5.
headlights, you know.
Yeah.
Lovely. It was a nice car.
Yeah. He's got a few nice cars, hasn't
He had a few, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what's hiding out in the hills.
Yeah.
You just have no idea what's
Mm.
stashed away in these sheds and barns and
Nearly every time we have someone in here, didn't know this place was there.
Yeah.
So that's the point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is being incognito is a good
That's how
thing.
we like it.
I know there's a scrapyard around here. It's got an old sit in it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Has it got a Morris Minor as well?
Yeah, it
Oh
has.
my goodness! I think I know.
I wonder if
the
it'll
one.
run. Yeah, sadly the Morris Minor is still there at Tanner Morris car dismantlers.
That's it.
They wanted a bit
Someone
much
needs
for
to
that.
save it.
Yeah.
So is the Velsatis, but that's marked for
Yeah,
destruction.
that one's already
Apparently they're doing well on Berlingo parts.
gone. Yeah, us and James Walsh.
That's
are
James
trading-
Walsh.
Trading all their blingo bits.
There'll be
But-
none left.
Yeah, it's been really strange because, like, we joke about it being us and James Walsh, but we know of numerous other people that have been there and picked up parts.
That's the thing. As soon as they see it, you know, they know where you are. They're going to be ringing Tango Morris. You know, need these bits.
And it's good because, you know, they're hidden away in, you know, deepest West Wales, like all of us. So it's nice that they're...
No, the SL got my eyebrows raised. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that
and
does
me,
it.
yeah.
And then it got
They've
closer
actually,
to it, you
they
know.
did actually invite me to go and try and get that started, but I was just like, this is a completely different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Morris Minor, you just pour a bit of fuel in the carb,
Yeah.
make sure it's got 12 volts, it's
Yeah.
probably going to go.
He's giggling the same
But-
reason I'm giggling then, are you?
Full fuel injection system that hasn't run for 20 years. You're just like, this could
no,
be
it's
a
not gonna
world of
happen.
pain.
No,
It's
wasn't
not
it
gonna
somebody, an American gentleman had it, drove it over here and then just left it,
Mm.
and that was it.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a nice colour and everything.
Oh, it's
wasn't it?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, even in its faded glory, it's still gorgeous.
There's a lot of potential, but a lot of money needed thrown at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rotten on it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And even the Minor needed a fair bit of bodywork doing. That would quickly add up.
Probably needed,
But it-
probably needed a
But
whole
it
other
runs,
minor.
it lives, it wants to live.
It does want to live, poor little thing.
And I'm sure they'd take an offer on it. We're just not going to make that offer.
No,
No.
no,
So
I
wedding
don't
colour
think.
though.
Oh, what's the point? Yeah. Do a convertible conversion on it.
Oh, no.
No, thanks.
There's not a lot of metal left though, is
There
there? Is
No, the roof is all that's left that's structural.
yeah.
There's enough Morris Minors in the building.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we got
that
two of them, so
Traveller and the pickup to get done.
one day.
We'll get there.
Mm.
We'll get there.
It's the Traveller's Laura's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Traveller is Laura's, yeah.
Yeah.
How old's
So you've
she
got
now?
like 6 years.
12.
Oh, 5.
Oh, it's ticking
Yeah,
past.
it is ticking. We're going to have to get it in. As soon as one of these two leave the workshop, we'll have to drag it out and get it in.
But it's getting started and finished. There's no dribs and drabs. That's why
Yeah,
it's waiting.
yeah.
You know, and everybody keeps saying, "Where's the Traveller?" But I'm sure they prefer us to wait until we could do it in one hit than just say, "Oh,
Yeah.
look, we just did the sills. Now we've got to put it back in for another 2 years." And
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's better to do it all
Yeah.
at once.
Do
And will
it,
Laura be helping with that?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
hoping
that's
so,
good.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good to see.
Get Brainiac on the go.
Brainiac, yeah. She'll be there with the manuals and she's got a restoration guide and checking because it's a funny year. It's a swap over year, isn't it? It's got bits from one.
It's a good year.
It's a good year. It's got the 1000 engine, but it's got the older dials and I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not really that clued up on.
Yeah, I
on
think
what's right.
64 is when the wipers changed. And
course.
they changed quite a bit more. So yeah, I think my aunt used to have a convertible that was a similar sort of age. Bit of a mishmash.
It has to stay original colour and it has to be concourse.
It's got to be all original,
Yeah,
I
all
think.
original.
So if you got the book by Ray Newell,
Is that the black cover one with?
it's a big chunky hardback
Yeah,
book.
the one
she
she
has,
was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Tim
Very-
used
that was
that.
very good, actually, that book.
Yeah.
She's got a fair few books. She's got gifted a couple of books actually.
did, yeah.
Oh,
She's done her research. Oh, she's going to enjoy that.
Mm.
yeah. And there's a good
Just-
young community within the Morris sort of
But if you need a
community,
hand with
so,
it,
yeah.
just give Tim a call, and I'm sure he'll be like, "Oh, the line's breaking up."
This number has changed.
Tim at Cambrian
No.
Classics, never heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we might have to give him a ring to get the MG running a bit better.
Yeah.
When we had it
That
in, you know,
is
doing
speciality.
yeah, speciality. I don't know. I think it needs tuning again.
It does need tuning. It was overrunning a bit when we switched it off the other day, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, he rebuilds carburettors almost for fun. So.
That's what I said. I
Yeah.
said we'll just head it down to Tim and
Get it
he can
running.
get
Because
some of
I
his
do
money
get a
back
bit of
from
flack
the
sometimes
prog
for farming jobs. It's like, you know, we serviced the Belingo. It wasn't actually what we'd gone there to do. I just asked him to get the bits in. We had the time, thought, well, let's service it. He's like, why are you paying someone to change filters? But it's the little things he finds as he's going around that I
he's
just
very
wouldn't even
observant.
notice. So, yeah, a
Satisfying
specialist.
job though. I find it very satisfying servicing your own car.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I've always tried to do as much as I can. I mean, I service the Yeti and things myself, but it's getting to know. You know, he doesn't like servicing anything, do you?
No.
No.
The E30 went with the same fuel filter for many years.
Oh, dear.
Many
years. You never
years.
changed it,
When I bought it, I changed it.
did you? You sure?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think I've had one for the Matiz for several
I was
years,
gonna-
but I've never fitted.
No, because I think Myrtle. I think you went through a weird stage where we did it twice in quick succession.
Yeah, I don't think I changed
Is
the fuel
that
filter
Myrtle?
either time. I think it's about a fuel
I
tank
think you did,
underneath,
because
and
I
I'm just
think
like,
it's- I think
Yeah.
it's on Chemi.
That's where it is.
Yeah, but
Or
it's,
has it gone on
needs to
Chemi
be done.
because
It does need to be done. You're right.
there's a possibility it's been used elsewhere.
Yeah.
Or just got lost. One of the two.
One or the other. Yeah.
Well, speaking of things getting lost, one of my trim panels flew off the car
oh,
as
your
well.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So annoyed. You had a crappy repair by Skoda and they fell off, and then we stuck them back on, and then in the cold weather,
Fell off
one
again.
fell off again, and now I cannot find one. I tried to order one from Czech Republic and that dodgy
Nothing
website.
doing.
At least I got my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have them in stock, funnily enough.
We're gonna
This
have to
happens a lot
make
where
it,
Yeah,
I
we
think.
have that as
I mean,
well.
we had this with the Daihatsu bits. There was a place in United Arab Emirates, of all places, said,
Yeah.
we've got the gaskets, bought them, you wait 2 weeks, and,
And
they
then
go,
they cancel it.
no, here's your money back.
Yeah, we lied.
Yeah. She's like, well, thank you, because that's just wasted 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah, it's time, isn't it, as well? I mean, I was toying with the idea of finding somebody who could scan it and 3D print it, maybe, you know, reverse it for the other side.
Mm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You could just make one.
Just whittle it out of wood.
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
Why is it
No one's made a Skoda Yeti Traveller.
Oh
What
my
we
God.
need.
Change all the wheel arch trim for
Yeah,
timber.
Unless you vinyl wrap proper 2x4 planks all down the side, it's not happening.
I've got some of the stuff we use on the fridge.
Oh yeah, we've got a custom fridge with wood panel sides. And
Happens to be the same colour as a Volvo.
it is, yeah, we painted it that colour.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's
Brilliant.
it's got wooden sides. It looks really retro and cool, doesn't
Oh,
it?
that is cool.
I'll have to take a picture and
Insert it into
Insert
the
it
video
into
here
here,
at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point.
Do the point bit.
Yeah, and we'll just go, oh yeah, that looks amazing.
Got to be
such a
done.
good fridge. But no, it's end of the year then.
End of the year.
Mm.
Or yes, it is the end of the year because this will come out after
Yeah,
Christmas.
After
quite a
Christmas,
year
yeah.
for us in terms of purchases.
Yeah.
2 vehicles and a bob.
2 vehicles and a
Well,
box.
it's quite an exciting year, isn't it? You've had so many adventures.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
been a brilliant year. It has been, but because you're sort of easing back into things after COVID, we haven't quite fulfilled our potential with going to shows and all that kind of stuff.
We've been exactly the same. We haven't had the time even to leave the shed, really, have we?
The cars aren't ready.
Yeah.
They're going to be ready for this show season.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
fingers
I
crossed.
was going to say, this needs to be at Radwood, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I
Yeah.
said to you, should I book it in for that show and shine section at Radwood? And I'm like, oh, this September. It will be done by then, won't it?
Yeah.
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 I think Wench and Wench is putting a Scirocco in for that one again.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, she was there last year in
Yeah.
a very, very fine tracksuit.
Yeah, yeah.
Matched the car perfectly.
80 style, you've got to
But
do it.
that got loads of attention, didn't it, her Scirocco, which is lovely. Katie.
I'm amazed that she had that white steering wheel and kept it clean.
I know.
Yeah, how?
I think she
How?
wears gloves. I'm sure I saw something about that.
You'd have to have a special wheel cup, shower
Yeah.
cap.
Yeah.
Just something. It would not stay clean for 5 minutes
Yeah.
with us.
But yeah, my friends Eddie and Bernie won it last year, so
Yeah, they
who
did.
knows who's going to win it in
Yeah.
2023?
Which of their cars was
They were in their Nissan Exa,
That's it.
the older of the Exas they have.
Are you booking in for Radwood?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
will
just
be.
don't know what.
Yeah.
Took Giselle last time. I
Yeah.
don't know what's most appropriate.
80s, 90s. Isn't
80s,
it?
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a
that's
little
something else.
Daihatsu sitting outside. Yeah.
We just
What
don't know.
year was Bob made?
Oh, Bob. Well, Bob's a Bitzer, so he's
Oh, yeah.
the bottom half is 1990, and the top half is like 2002. Well, 2001 to
Chassis
2003.
You don't have to tell anyone though. Shh. Don't tell
But
anyone
I
it's a new one.
know.
Oh.
You can have a really good combo there. What are you going to tow it with? 80s, 90s?
Yeah, we're not towing that with the Daihatsu.
No, I was just saying that's not happening.
No. Oh, love her. She'd die. She'd just die.
Oh, go check on Madam.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to make it to the your festival this year, if you're going to do one. I'm assuming you're going to do one.
Yeah,
We have got plans.
That's
haven't we,
one
for
really
a
nice,
big
isn't
Hubnut meet
yeah.
this year. Not
Indie
this
Harrods.
year, next year.
Not this year. Not this year.
Yeah, I need to do some things to try and get that off the ground, but it could
That would
potentially
be
be
really
a
good.
really good thing to
That
do.
would be really good. And it'd be lovely to have like YouTubers there, because people still aren't quite catching on to the fact of the power of YouTube and YouTubers.
Yeah.
So
God,
I
there's
think
so many different people, so many specialities, and you know, you could go on YouTube and search for anything, there'd be something there.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
But
amazing.
it's nice to network, and meet all these people that you watch, or maybe you don't watch, but to talk about all your different projects and everything you've got going on.
Oh,
And
definitely. Yeah. The car community is amazing.
oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It really is.
It is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, weird car Twitter
Yeah.
is a favourite place to be. We're obviously hoping Twitter isn't going to be destroyed by a certain person at the moment.
Yeah, I
but
mean, I
it's
was
a lovely
gobsmacked the
place.
other day when it says we can't promote other social platforms. So,
Yeah.
excuse me?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's not happening.
No.
Bad
That lasted
times.
5 minutes, I think.
It did.
But I mean, we've already lost people due to that. People have already
Yeah.
jumped ship. Mr. Jalko, who did our Shemi design, is no longer on Twitter, which is a shame. He's got his own format and forum, hasn't he?
yeah.
But
And
you
this is
know,
the problem. The
we're
community is already sort of ebbing away
Just,
a
yeah,
bit.
which is
I'm just
sad.
hoping it's just a blip.
Yeah.
It'll
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
stabilise again. And,
Yeah.
I mean, we've not been on Twitter 5 minutes.
I know nothing of it.
You know nothing
I
of
know
it.
nothing of it.
No.
When I
Quite
see your tweets, I'm like, that's definitely it.
It's
Yeah.
definitely Anne, yeah.
It's like, I've got nothing to do with that part of it.
No.
Oh, it's, the only thing is, don't ever ask Weird Car Twitter if you should buy whatever car, because the answer's always going to be
Yeah,
yes.
no,
Yeah.
no one's going to
You're
say
only putting it
no.
on there to be enabled, to be like,
Yeah.
yeah. These
Push
people said
me.
yes.
I need a push. There's so many things you want to buy, though, isn't it? It's just
We've got to stop.
you've got to stop.
I've got to stop.
Yeah, it is difficult. I mean, we've got to do, I would say early next year, a big unit sort out.
Oh gosh,
Which
yes.
means there'll be space, which is always a dangerous
Fill the
dangerous
space. Yeah.
And we've just stopped upsetting our neighbours because we had 4 vehicles at home.
We did.
Three
yeah,
and a
but
bob.
the electric Fiat's gone, so that's helping.
Yeah, so we're down to 2, which is still one more than we should have done.
Yes, thank you neighbours for being so patient.
Just to come home as another random car. God damn it! They're
Do you
at
know
it
what
again.
was funny? There was, what was it? Was it a Corolla that somebody walked down there the other day? It was randomly parked. Toyota Corolla, parked in one of the spaces. And our neighbour was like, is this the latest Hubnut purchase? And we're like, no, it's nothing to do with us. It's not us. On this
Actually not.
particular occasion, it's not us.
That's the thing, you get the blame automatically.
I know.
God.
I know how to take some cars now.
Yeah, we've got anything that needs storing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're in good stead with our landlady, because they're all inside up
Yeah,
there.
I have
That's
no
'cause they're
cars
all
outside of
downstairs.
the
It's a
unit, which is
haven.
good
that's
because bits of car were flying around with all the storms we've had. So I'm glad everything's undercover at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm probably glad you didn't have any water either up there, so it didn't freeze.
Indeed,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just making sure everything stays dry and whatnot over the winter, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge.
Not that I have a favourite but Bob.
Oh, you're choosing Bob over your
No,
charade.
not over Shelley. No.
Controversy.
They are 2 different entities.
Worst case,
Yeah.
you can live in a bob.
Yeah.
Can't live in a charade.
Yeah, I do not fancy sleeping in a
I'll
Bob.
be all right. And you don't
In a
fancy
Bob, sorry, no, in a Chemi.
You don't fancy that? I reckon
No.
I'd be okay.
Because we've just seen our friends Jim McGill and his
Oh,
partner.
yes.
They've just spent a night sleeping in Citroen Picasso to try and
Ah,
raise
in this weather?
raise
Yeah.
money for homeless charities.
Oh,
It's not
right,
just
that's
any
different.
Picasso. This is quite a famous Picasso. It's
Yes,
the
500,000
half
mile.
a million mile Picasso. Yeah,
Wow,
they're looking to
that's
get it to
done
1 million, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's get another 500,000 on it.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
a time limit?
No, just as long as it gets there, I think.
Oh,
So
gosh.
it had been, there had been some issues with it, hadn't there?
yeah.
But
Unsurprisingly, it was playing up a little
Jim's
bit.
got those sorted, and to celebrate his 23rd anniversary, I think, with his husband, they slept in the Picasso. But they did it for charity, and they've raised nearly £2,000.
Oh,
so.
fair play.
At the time of recording.
Yeah,
That's
so
brilliant.
fantastic.
Fun things like that are good, aren't they?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like when we did a Mr. Up and Down vids 24 hours.
Oh,
the
yes.
kids 24 hours.
Yeah.
That was
That
great.
was good.
That was so good.
That was
He
a
raised
wonderful
so
thing.
much money.
I know.
That was about
so
over
impressed.
£8,000
Yeah.
in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
said
was
to Lewis, I
amazing.
said, we're keeping all these videos on autoplay just to keep
Yeah.
it ticking
Yeah.
over. I was like, oh, fair play. I mean,
And we've been
Fair
working
play to
through
him.
them since, like the bits we didn't see, we've been watching now.
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause he put them
it-
all on his
it put
segment,
them-
yeah.
and that's brilliant. Really good thing to do.
I mean, it was nice to see everybody, wasn't it? Because some of the people we hadn't watched on YouTube, because so many YouTube, you
Yeah.
can't watch them all, but to see them on a more personal level first, you know, brought us to their channels to have a look, and I think that was fantastic as well.
Yeah, it was a great thing. But oh my gosh, the stress at the start because the
Oh,
technology
God.
wasn't
Yeah.
working.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was awful.
That's the thing with
He
fresh
had it all
technology,
nailed
you
down,
know?
didn't he? All
Yeah.
sorted out, and then
Yeah.
the day, new phone.
Yeah, new phone. But it wasn't that. It was bloody iPhone and Android
Yeah.
app versions.
Yeah.
If you have a feature, give it to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
I did.
it's very easy, isn't it? I assume it's easy.
Yeah.
I'm not an app developer, but don't release it until everybody can use it.
I know, it was, I just really felt for him because it just kept happening. He kept just having to talk and talk. Oh,
Oh god, no, but fair
he's
play.
very good at, this is a side.
He is amazing at talking. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
So that's Up and Down vids on the old YouTubes if you haven't checked him
Yeah,
out
go and check
already.
that
Go and check him out. Professor Tomato.
Professor Tomato.
Yeah, I'm finding that fascinating. I thought I knew quite a bit about Citroen hydraulics, but
Oh,
his-
gosh,
his
yeah.
explanation of how the brakes work.
2 episodes of
Yeah.
explanation
Yeah.
of how the brake.
Fascinating.
I didn't think you could make it into 2 episodes,
Like,
but
it was really good. We were both sat there like, yeah.
Yeah. It's been brilliant to watch him come along because he kind of only got started because he had Betty, my car,
yeah,
and
he's
helped
done so
import
well.
it.
God,
And
yeah.
he's done really well in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's bloody funny.
He is funny.
He is funny.
I don't think he realises how funny he
No.
is.
No, so don't tell him.
No, don't
Don't.
tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be intrigued to know what 16 Volvo would think about this Focus respray.
Oh, yes. The controversial Focus.
The
That's
focus.
sitting just here out of shot.
Yeah, if
I
you
can
cut-
touch it.
It's not an S reg, so
No. No, they didn't do RSs on an S reg.
no.
It is an RS though, and
It is a
getting
genuine RS,
colour
yeah.
change.
So is that a complete repaint in and out?
It is. Yeah.
Gosh.
It's the only reason I took it on because it was straight. It was a straight car, so it was fairly straightforward repaint.
Mm-hmm.
Key it up, slap the paint on.
And has it proved that simple?
No,
Mostly, yeah, mostly.
it's not been too
So
bad.
far, front bumper was quite wrecked, and some there's some vents that have been welded into the bonnet, which are a little bit of distortion. But the lad who welded them in, fair play to him, did a good job.
Not bad.
Fair
Not bad.
play.
That's a big old panel, isn't it?
It's a big old panel to weld into the middle of a bonnet.
Mm.
You turn it over and it's full of strengthening ribs, and you go, that's why it didn't distort, because it's full of ribs.
It's got a lot of support back there. So no, this will be probably finished up after January-ish. See
Yeah,
it on the channel.
to be honest, if it wasn't for the cold snap we had, that would be black now,
Yeah.
ready to go out.
You
It's
couldn't
just
even start the compressor. It was so
No,
No,
we-
you said.
turn the compressor key and it's
It just went,
-5.
nah.
You ain't
Yeah.
starting me today.
Not happening. Not happening. So we've lost a week and a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, we lost a little bit of time, but and what was it? Monday. I came in on Monday. Right, I've got some things to paint. Where's the key for the compressor? Oh, God, I left it at home.
Oh, no.
And then, all right, I'll just do the Volvo filming. Oh, I left the camera back at home. So I moped around for a bit, poking things and this and that. And then I
Didn't
went, you
forget
know
your
what?
lunch,
I'm just
though.
going home.
Yeah.
I didn't forget my lunch.
No, you didn't forget your lunch.
Priorities.
But no, hopefully next year we've got lots of nice projects, get some cars finished and
I'm
see some
hoping the
shows.
Volvo and the E30 will be rolling around,
Yeah.
scaring some folk.
I'm looking forward to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
because
wait.
you're actually taking some time off, aren't you?
Yes, it's January coming.
Oh,
E30
yes.
time, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I really would like to hear the engine run. I haven't heard it run for a long time, and it's a very nice thing to hear run.
Mm-hmm.
After all the mods as well,
Yeah,
it'll be nice to see if it's all happy.
it's going to be some head scratching.
No, it'll be fine. You watch. You just put it all together, turn the key, sweeten up.
Of
Just make
course.
sure it's got oil in it.
Yes, there's definitely going to be oil in it. I haven't put any oil in it at the minute.
You can't start because there's no fuel in it either.
There's no fuel in it. No.
That's good.
It's got a petrol
there's no
tank.
ethanol in it.
It's got a petrol tank. That's attached.
It is attached. It's also brand new.
It's also brand new, yeah. It's not been attached to the engine.
No, everything is.
It was us. It was
refurbished?
like the Volvo. It was
Yeah.
stuck on the ramp for a bit, and I went, I need to move this car. So all the brakes just went on, and the wheels went on, and I went,
Yeah.
right, rolls. And that was it. It all needs
Tightening up.
putting together properly.
How
and tightening
close
up.
are you to Volvo rolling again?
Wheel bearings arrived from Brookhouse. That was weather postage related.
Oh God, postage strikes and weather combo. We waited over a week.
Yeah, it was supposed to be next day
Yeah.
delivery. And the good fellows at Brookhouse,
Not their fault.
it's not their
Yeah,
fault.
no,
They're
it's
really on the
Yeah.
case generally. They arrived a week later,
Yeah.
and so as soon as the half shafts are back in the axle, the rear axle is built, and then I've got to put some. What do they call it? Schultz. I call it Schultz, but it's not
We got
Schultz.
told off for pronouncing it.
Schultz.
Yes.
We've always called it Schultz, and we won't stop.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, but an awful lot of people called it Schultz.
Maybe,
Maybe there was a rival called
maybe
Schultz.
yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a knockoff
maybe, yeah.
version.
I don't know.
Only
Anyway.
available in
The
Aldi.
Aldi version. Yeah.
Cheap version.
We're Schultzing it.
We're going
and
to
it's
Schultz
gonna
it,
enjoy it.
and there's going to have a lot of Dynacs in the chassis and all the nooks and crannies, and it can go back together.
back
That's
together, yeah.
all the mods are done. It should literally just go back together and be done.
Done.
Apart from
Interior.
since I've done the engine bay painting, it won't start.
Oh no. He's knocked something off, and he doesn't know what it is. We'll just have to go through everything.
Yeah.
I think I lost spark somewhere.
I think we disconnected something to stop it starting, but I can't remember. I think no, because it wasn't the fuel pump. What was it we
That
disconnected
was
the fuel pump on?
that was the Talbot.
Talbot.
The Talbot with
Wrong
the
car
fuel
then.
Too
pump.
many
It
projects.
was too many
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
Do you know what we do in this kind of situation? We go back over the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell we did?
Yeah, we're having to do that quite a bit with the Dyna. Because we've been working
so
on that
long.
car since February.
Right,
doing
we'll
an
have a
engine
discussion.
swap.
Be like, I think we did this. Did we do this? No, we didn't.
No,
do
go and watch the
Let's
video.
Go watch the video.
It's like a what do you call it? Proof of
Proof of what you
proof of what you've done.
proof
Yeah.
of what you messed up this time.
Oh. But no, we just got to put the suspension on, which is all done
And lowered.
and lowered.
We've got some really nice wheels to go on,
Changed the wheel choice.
which I had stashed to go on my Amazon. But I saw them down the back of the shed one day and went, I bet they look quite nice on the 240. I just rolled them down, I slotted it in the wheel arch, I went, now I don't have wheels for my Amazon. And they're so nice,
They're
aren't
so
they? Going to
nice,
be
they
really
are
nice. Can I roll one in?
You can
Amazon,
roll
sure-
one in.
Amazon surely needs to be on sort of banded
Steels.
steels.
Well, yeah,
hubcaps.
that's the
But
backup
I think
plan.
We are very excited to see them rolling round locally.
Yeah.
Very excited.
These are the wheels for the
Nice.
240.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Mean,
I don't know if you can see. Can you see them?
can you see the,
There you go.
that's, I'll lift it
Watch
up.
your back. Oh God.
That's going to be the wheel. They're image wheels, I think. They're solid. They're three-piece
Three-piece.
and billet.
The business.
They are really nice wheels.
Nice.
Lewis wants to take them apart and change all of these to black.
I'm going to change all of them to black, and we're going to
Right.
go for a scotched silver, not a polished, but a scotched
I think that'd be
aluminium
really
look, and then
nice,
clear
yeah.
over it,
Yeah,
and
that'll
black
be lovely.
inserts. Yeah. Nothing
mean-
like another
You could have changed these
project.
GoPros,
There's
haven't you?
probably
Just when you think you've got it nailed down, I said no.
I don't know, there's
Changing
probably nearly 100 hours in there. isn't
Yeah,
there?
there's a few hours of
Yeah.
sorting them out.
Oh well.
And then we've got to find the right time.
Toyo proxies.
Yes, I know. Got to get them ordered.
Yeah.
And then put the interior back in. Still a couple of bits to do in there.
I've got some wiring that when I did the welding around the rear window, I didn't check for wiring loom.
Oh no.
I might have melted a
Singed
few
a little
wires.
bit.
I've only just noticed because I was just looking, making sure all the welds were covered in
Well,
some
thank
sort
goodness
of
you haven't
paint.
got
and
all
went,
the interior back in.
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
And
that
then
would have been
go,
a worse
why isn't this
moment.
working?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
that would have been worse.
The funny thing is, everything seems to be working at the back.
Everything's touch wood.
It's only lights back
Everything
there,
is
so
working.
I don't know what they melted.
Got a
Needs to be
nice
fixed.
Android touchscreen head unit to put in nice and flush with the modified
Yeah.
panel. I mean, it'll look we're doing a vent delete, putting it in, making it nice, looking stock plus.
Stock plus.
Stock plus.
Stock plus.
It's a bit further than stock plus, I think, our car.
Because
isn't it?
I want the technology. I need
Yeah,
hands-free
you want the
Bluetooth.
modern-
I need it. I want it, and
want it.
I want to have Waze or Google Maps to go places in the car. And I don't want a phone mount because it's got a built-in phone mount anyway with the
It's got a
shelf.
shelf.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah.
want a
We need a little
Yeah.
vase and a little flower to go in there.
It's
to put
not a
on the shelf.
beetle. Oh my god.
How can you imagine it so beefy and a little flower?
Yeah.
I've actually got a carriage clock in my MG.
Have you?
A little mini one.
Oh,
Brilliant.
oh, that's cute.
Little green marble carriage clock.
It is nice.
It is funny.
It's good.
That's
No,
that. And then
yeah.
30 on the road, and then we shall pick another project to start. If we haven't bought anything new by
We'll have
then.
to sort out the Mercedes and a few other little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
I'd like toy on the road as well.
Yeah.
Just to smash.
I'd like
'cause
toy on the road.
I'd like toy on the road
Yeah,
because
we-
that's
after
free
you
tax
left,
and no
yeah.
MOT.
After you left, after getting it out, we ordered everything to service it,
Yeah.
timing belt, the whole lot. It arrived and it's sat there, isn't it?
In the
Sits
boot.
In the boot.
It's not the time of year for getting toy out,
No,
though, is
it's
it?
not.
No.
It's not.
It's not.
In Small World News, that was how I was speaking to a neighbour of ours the other day, and Emir, who is involved with Leon's foundation, and that car was how they knew who you were. Because I was
Oh,
talking
really?
about Whiteland. Yeah.
Oh gosh, see you again, small world.
And it's a really small, because Rob, who's our neighbour, was like, oh, you would know. And then was talking about that car, and he's like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to the Civic coming in.
Yeah, we've got Leon Civic coming in.
Oh,
this
yeah,
week,
that's, yeah. So, if you follow our channel, we went on the memorial run for Leon.
Yeah, although we didn't actually make a video about it.
No, we didn't, but
It's
that
just
was
one of those things
it
we
was-
wanted to go along and support.
Yeah, it was really beautiful because we went sort of where Leon went to school, and then we went to where he
We went down his
worked.
favourite
We
thrashing
went down his
route.
favourite thrashing
Yeah.
mile, and you know we all beeped and revved our engines, which is exactly what a car kid would want, you know. And the message is so strong. It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
And we've put their stickers on our
Yes,
merch shop.
Let's say that now. We have done that.
I saw it.
We haven't quite done that yet.
Oh.
But we've said it here now, so we will have to
I'm
do it.
saying it in a we have done it, so you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will do
I'm
that.
sure I saw
How
the
did we
sticker
not
in your
see-
window.
Oh, we got a sticker on the 2CV.
Oh,
there
we
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 go,
haven't
yeah.
put them up for sale yet.
But-
We've actually
Ah,
got a
you're
batch
going
of
on the
them
store.
to sell.
Yeah, so you guys are taking the Civic on, aren't you? And
Yeah.
We are
which
going
is
to do that, and I would
lovely.
like to get other YouTube creators involved with the build of it, which would be really
Yeah,
nice.
that would be
Excellent.
really
Yeah.
good.
And get it spread out and make sure it's okay not to be okay to
Get
be
the
out
message
there.
out there, yeah.
Really push it out
It
there.
is
It's
so
such
important.
it's so
It's
important.
so important. It is such a simple message, you know.
Because I think it's a 2-year anniversary now.
Yeah.
So
And that was exactly it, is that Leon didn't have anybody to talk to, or felt that there was nobody he could talk to. And also, we live in very Welsh Wales, so they're doing a bilingual helpline, so that, you know, if you need to say that message, you don't necessarily want to say it in what is your second language. So it's just a really
Making it accessible
good
to
cause.
everybody. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it was a brilliant event, and I think it's going to be an annual event.
That'd be lovely.
It would be really good. I bet it'll be even bigger next year.
yeah, I bet it will.
And the moving thing was how his friends were on the day. They did things like they baked loads of cakes and they
Oh,
set up all the
so good.
stickers and the raffles and everything.
Really rallied around.
Fantastic. It was fantastic. I mean, it was obviously a big, massive sadness, but it was a beautiful day. It really was.
Well, hopefully we could be on the run next year.
We will be on the
We
run
will
next
be on
year,
the run
and we
next
will
year.
be full support mode, and hopefully the Civic will be super
pretty.
nice as well.
Yeah.
I think they want to put it back to stock a little bit more. We'll have to have a chat with them to see if because it's a bit loud. It's got a big old exhaust, isn't it? But that was what he did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's how he built his car,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe we should put it to how he would have, maybe his vision, rather than
Because he
putting it
did
back
have
to
a
stock.
vision for that car, didn't he? He did very much have a vision for the car. So yeah, it would be.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be fun to do.
it will be fun.
And the other lovely thing was seeing all the young people in Ceredigion that have classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
a
young
lot of
lady,
classic
she
owners
had
out
a polo bread van.
Aw.
Yeah, and a lad
Don't see
with
them
a.
anymore.
No, and it was pretty much stock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got some
Yeah.
slammage going on
Yeah, it did have a bit of
because
slamming.
youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a
Scared.
slammer.
And there
Yeah.
was a beefy beetle, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was a friend who come all the way from Portsmouth
Yeah.
in his old original Beetle.
The owner of this car was at the meet for the young lads. What did he
Yes.
take? I can't remember. Focus, probably.
Focus.
There were a few foci, is it when you put
Foci.
Focuses.
focuses there, and they were, because of course you've got to pose them all together and all that.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
You've got to pose like a Ford man.
But there was a real mix there.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. It was so good, and we had some Hubnutters, love them. They'd come down from, was it Merseyside? They'd come
Yeah,
down from?
in a Gentry kit car, but MGB mechanicals, but
And it was
MG
freezing.
T-type midget type look. And they actually drove down to the meet with the roof off,
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
and then put the roof on again.
Yes.
But it was just lovely to see that already that message is getting out there,
Mm.
and
Yeah, very
people
good.
want to support.
Shall we wind this in?
Can we wind it in?
I have to go and look at this red car.
Yeah,
Let's go and have a look at this red car. The Burgundy Beauty. Thank you.
Burgundy Beauty.
it'll just be 5 minutes work, I'm sure.
It will. Yeah.
Little buff.
Mm.
Let's go and have a look.
I've always wanted to know if a guest can do a pachu.
Oh,
Oh, a guest pachu.
Yeah.
We're not pachuing because this is
Break it
our
up.
channel. We say ciao.
Apparently, we say ciao now.
We say
occasionally
ciao.
I get to do a pachu.
You
so
get
can
to do a
pachu.
pachu. I think somebody needs to do a guest pachu. I'm not doing it.
I'm not-
This is
Yeah, this is- no.
I'm not doing
I
it.
think
Pressure's
it's your.
on.
I think it's
Pressure's
your
on.
dream. I
It's
think
not my dream.
It is.
Right, ciao.
Come on.